Uh, so have
Hello,
you ever
everyone. Welcome to the second podcast video.
uh next time we're not gonna do this intro, just to save time, and
Okay.
so we can just letting y'all know, episodes 1 and 2 are gonna come out earlier to each other, only because the original podcast channel got deleted. That's all.
Yeah, we just had some troubles.
Yeah. So, have you watched the Rise of
Huh?
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie? Have you
Depends.
watched the
Which
Rise?
one?
There's only one movie. It's on Netflix.
Oh,
Uh,
well,
the
there's
movies that
multiple Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Are you talking about the newest one or?
Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's where Casey Jones is from the future, and they come back in time to stop the Krang.
Or I think I've seen it.
Yeah. Well, I was watching it just a little bit the other day, and during that time I realized that any other Ninja Turtles team with those powers would use it way more smarter than the ones in this universe. For example, Leo had portal powers. Any other Leo, well, mainly just 2 Leos, actually 3, no 4. Those 4 Leos would absolutely use them so smartly if they had those powers.
I could see that.
Because in that universe, Leo has portal powers. Donnie can make like mystic, like tech shit.
Oh,
Raph,
he can basically make things with his mind, kind of thing. Like,
kind of. You're gonna have to watch
I
the
know what
movie
you're
to
talking
actually
about.
see.
Isn't it called
I
like energy creation or something?
Sure. Let's go with that because I have no idea what to describe that. Raph can make a big version of himself, and Mikey literally can just swing his nunchucks and cause fire.
So basically, fire nunchucks.
Kind of, but like a longer chain. You can increase
Oh,
the chain
okay.
too. The I'm just picturing Mikey with fucking Ghost Rider's powers.
Oh, that would be horrifying. Or, well, it would be horrifying to see only because he would probably just be the silly guy he is and just try to scare people only for the fun of it.
You know what would be scarier? Mikey being serious.
Yeah,
Because he's beating us as a joking around and stuff.
yeah,
Like we
I've
get a
seen
few
a video. I've seen a video where this guy he basically mimicked the whole thing, and we already saw it, but I can also agree how horrifying that can be because if we are technically speaking,
Yeah, let's just put it in like other heroes terms. Like Spider-Man, if he's not joking, you're dead. Deadpool,
yeah,
the
because
Joker.
go ahead.
If the Joker's not joking, that's how you know you're done.
Yeah, so something you got to think is moon. Okay, fuck. Let me get my words. So there are a bunch of characters, DC to Marvel to many other universes, that are always joking around, always silly, haha, hee hee.
Uh-huh.
But once they get serious, shit is about to come down.
And you wanna know what's scarier?
What?
When the serious people are smiling.
Oh shit, I'm actually thinking of that. Oh no.
Batman?
Just take me out of my misery, please.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to see a guy who's known for being scary smiling. I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see Batman smiling. That motherfucker is already scary as hell, and he's just wearing a costume. Just imagine if he's smiling at you while walking to you menacingly.
He's
Not
Iron
happening.
Man. He's Iron Man without the suit and with more skill.
Yeah. Also, don't forget he's actually gotten training from Tibetan monk techniques.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Superman, I can only imagine how pissed he is every time Batman mentions Tibetan monks.
Well, that's just that one guy's videos.
Yeah. But still,
So,
I could think how upsetting it would be if if a regular ass dude keeps beating you up and he just says, "Oh yeah, I learned it from Tibetan monks." Yet
well,
you're supposed to be at least close to demigod level strength. That would
yeah.
be upsetting.
Uh, Digital Circus Last Act's coming out in a few
Oh
weeks.
yeah.
Any final theories about before the show comes out?
Honestly, I got no other theories because we already got like a bunch of theories or a bunch of information already. And
Bro,
but
my only
all I
theory
gotta say
was
is from the sounds or looks of it, the theory that's still standing is how the company kidnapped them, and or here's what I thought that could be the reason. I think all of them had a problem, like Jax just being a jackass.
no,
Zubul,
Jack.
I
Hold
think,
on. Jax is his problem is he struggles with his masculinity, so he doesn't want to be seen as girly.
yeah, exactly. So
Zubul is ashamed of her body.
she just basically hates herself. She hates her body and how she looks from the sounds of it.
Kinger and Ragatha are just well. Kinger's just there. He doesn't have
we
a
haven't seen Kinger's problem. His well, actually,
problem
we
was
already saw the reason. At least maybe the reason he's in there was only because he was part of the programming group, and what I think is he might have been seen as untrusting or might have made a mistake. So the company decided as punishment to put one of those virtual reality fucking headsets that fucks your brain up, put it on him and just turn him into an insane guy.
Yeah, the only problem that Kinger actually has was made by Kane.
Yeah.
To stop him from abstracting.
Then Ragatha, she just had she had mommy problems. She had mommy problems.
Yeah, and she just cares too much.
Yeah. Then Pomni, I'm trying to piece together hers because
well, I actually don't know. Pomni's kind of normal. The only thing that's a little different is that she was a little paranoid at episode 1.
Yeah. But also that's understandable if you were just teleported on the spot to a whole nother universe or that's what you would think of it, but it isn't a whole nother universe.
I don't even know what Gangle's problem is.
But so I think what my theory is that JC Company might have they're basically a devil with a mask. A devil with a mask. That's what I think they are. And
my theory is C&A.
Sure, cut me off. Thank you.
C&A are a therapeutic company, and this was supposed to be a therapy simulator.
I mean, I guess that would make sense.
But as you saw in like episode 8, Kane's AI malfunctioned, and so they tried to seal it off, but people kept on finding it, and
yeah. But so what I think, there's many ways they could go with this. There's many ways, but what I think could be it is I think what could be happening is that, like I said, JC Company. I think there's a devil with or CNA. That's it. CNA is they're just a devil with a suit and tie, and I think what they are is they're targeting those kind of people with either trauma or fear or whatever, and they're just taking advantage of it to basically use them as test dummies or whatever they are planning.
We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it when we get into the movie. But Cap pissed me off so bad. It's not necessarily pissed me off, but it's just funny what he did.
What pissed you off?
When Cap was fighting Ultron in that thing.
Oh yeah.
He didn't try to. In that truck scene, he didn't try to save anyone. This motherfucker was surfing on the cars.
Yeah. So, if you guys haven't realized it, we're gonna be talking about the Age of Ultron movie.
In a few minutes.
Yeah, in a few minutes. We're just deciding to talk about random shit right now before we get into that. Also, if you do like our podcast, please do put in the comments. Please say something. Please give us like ideas for future podcasts, even though he probably won't listen to them. But I will do my best to, or we will do our best to keep this stuff entertaining.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I said it last pod, but the Avengers are the #1 superhero team in public property destruction. Because even at the end of that movie, while saving them, they still sent chunks of that city to the earth. Like, that's still gonna cause damage.
Yeah. Even I mean, you gotta remember they're trying their best here. I can only imagine being the either the construction group or just the cleanup group, the people that need to clean up after everything. Because I know they aren't cleaning up after themselves. I know for sure hell.
Imagine if it's just some people from the city who hired the construction company. All right. So what exactly happened here? Oh yeah. So a random part of the city just fucking lifted up in the sky and fell down. It did what?
I can. That would be so hard to explain to your boss because obviously it sounds so outrageous.
Boss, I swear to God, my house got lifted into the sky and then crashed into another part of the city. I swear to God.
Yeah, that's hard to believe. So get back to fucking work. I do not care.
Bro, you just go on Avenue 17, but you will see a huge chunk missing.
No, I do not care, and I do not have the time to care about your home issues, quote unquote. So get back to work before I fire you, and make sure you won't find a home.
You want to know something I find very funny?
Yes.
In Infinity War, Captain America, when Vision offers to kill himself to destroy the stone.
Yep.
Cap says, "We don't trade lives for lives." Now he says this, and he chucks a big ass metal shield at people's heads. Like, if they don't die, they're definitely got brain damage.
Yeah, of course he's gonna say that. Then you gotta remember the hell he's done.
Yeah, you were in Germany. You are a World War II soldier. War crimes were not a thing back then.
Oh yeah. Also, I did see this one short, but I'm just gonna just ignore the fact that it was made. But so. At the time, there were still like women didn't have the amendment to make them equal to men, we'll say.
Yeah.
Then there were all sorts of stuff still happening.
I'll actually remember. I didn't pay attention in that part of history.
Yeah, I remember the amendment. I
I
don't
just
remember
know.
which amendment it is.
I just
I
know it
think it's
wasn't during
19th
World
Amendment
War
or
II.
something. I don't know.
I
My mind ain't working. But
I just
so,
know that they didn't have rights until like after the World Wars. I
yeah,
think.
after World War II, like a little later, women were equal to men, but
Yeah.
whatever. We're not going to start talking about history. No one
You
likes
want
history.
no, hold on. So Cap is from the 1920s. At that time, they were still stoning gay people, and he woke up in 2012.
Oh shit, he went. I'm now imagining that. Just imagine just him walking around and seeing
Cap,
two guys
Cap,
who
no,
are a
no, no, we don't
couple.
do that anymore. Cap, we don't do that anymore. We don't do that anymore.
Cap, calm down. It's fine now.
Women got what now?
Where else are they supposed to be? I thought they were only supposed to be in the kitchen.
They're working in the military.
Yes, and they're not just working as nurses, not anymore.
Y'all crazy.
Yep, well, welcome to the 2000s where everything is now almost allowed. Heck, you could bring a gun on an airplane, they won't care. At least in America.
So, what Green Lantern ring do you think all of them would have? All the Avengers, the big six in this movie.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know much about the rings and
Hold on, hold on.
so I'm the wrong person to ask.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up the emotions, and then I'm gonna tell you the emotions, and you can.
Wait, so the rings also have emotions?
Each color ring has a certain emotion connected to them.
Jeez. So basically it changes off of the person's emotion.
No. Each ring has a certain emotion.
Okay, so okay, I get it now.
Okay, so red is rage,
Which makes sense.
orange is greed, yellow is fear, green is willpower, blue is hope, purple is compassion, violet is love.
It's love?
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay, well I think
let's get the easy
Tony
ones
is
out of
greed.
the-
Let's be honest. Tony
Okay,
is greed.
honestly, yes. I can see an argument for greed and willpower, to be honest.
Yes.
Because, let's be honest, Tony got a lot of willpower.
He
And
does, but
imagine-
also you can't forget, at least in Age of Ultron, he's the one who made Ultron, actually.
Yeah, but
And he made it out of greed.
Like I said technically, no. He wanted to protect everyone. That's not greed. That's compassion.
True, but I'm still sticking with my greed.
Yeah, he is greedy at some points, but he learns from his mistakes and he does care about people.
Yeah. But,
And imagine Tony with a fucking lantern ring.
I can either see I can see greed mostly, but then I can't agree at the end with you willpower.
I say Cap is either hope or willpower also.
Jeez, we're thinking the same fucking thing apparently. Jeez, get out of my mind.
No.
Get out of my mind.
And to be honest, Cap is probably the person who would use it the most creatively out of the Avengers.
Nah, he would just make multiple shields and throw at more people's heads just to give brain damage even faster.
Y'all had a problem with me with one shield. Try 3.
Oh man. But so we already know what Hulk would be.
Rage. What would Bruce's be?
Bruce?
Hold on. I say Hulk is either fear or or rage. Mainly rage, but they feed lanterns feed off of fear.
Wait,
They
wait.
wanna make
Are
all
we
the-
still talking about Marvel characters?
Yes, I'm just saying what the lantern rings are.
Okay, well.
Well, yeah, actually, no. Fear would not be good for Hulk. He likes making people. He does not like making people scared, which is actually proven in this movie. Because I'm probably not going to cover this when we talk about the Avengers movie, but Hulk actually did see that he was wrong in doing that, and actually set himself off in the Quinjet during the end of that movie.
Yeah.
Because that kind of proves my point last time where I said Hulk is like a child. Every time the more times he spends outside, the more he learns.
Yeah.
So
I really do agree with that statement because we gotta think. Oh yeah, continue.
After a few years of being used as Hulk, Hulk actually started to learn that he was actually making people afraid, and he was feeling bad for it. The only reason he got angry before Iron Man punched him is because of the cops trying to shoot him.
Yeah.
And this even proves the fact further during Ragnarok, because he's actually able to speak sentences and cares about his friend.
Yeah. So, continuing on with the lanterns and which Marvel characters would have what?
Black Widow and Hawkeye are probably the hardest to figure out.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, I agree with you. But I think Hawkeye would be loved, to be honest.
He does for his family.
Yeah, for his family, yeah.
He loves him so much that he lied about having a wife.
And you gotta be honest, it is understandable why he would lie about having a wife, only to protect them. I mean, when you're having that line of work, if it becomes public knowledge, then you're gonna have a lot of fear of something happening to your family while you're working.
Want to know something funny?
What?
I completely forgot about Thor.
Oh, Thor. Ooh. I feel like his would be willpower too.
Yeah, he's got a lot of willpower.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that would be it. And let's be honest, I feel like most of the characters won't have fear. I gotta be honest. If not all,
say the only
most.
Marvel character that I can think of, the only Marvel characters that I can think of that would have fear is Moon Knight and Venom.
I've never watched Moon Knight. I'll let that be honest. I've been needing to, but then Venom, I can see that.
I was just speaking in Marvel characters in general. Moon Knight would probably have fear.
Yeah, I've been needing to watch that. I'll probably do that soon.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we can just maybe one episode we can just start ranking different characters as different ranks.
I'm gonna start asking you this every episode for this, but do you rank this Marvel movie above the first one?
Okay, so every episode we'll talk about the movie, then we'll rank it.
No, I'm gonna ask you this now before we start. Do you like this one more than the first one?
So Age of Ultron, I would say I like it at least a little more, only because it opens a lot more opportunities, at least for them.
And it has a better villain than Loki.
Yes,
honestly.
Because Loki, we just got to be honest, he's like the jealous little brother.
And honestly, I actually started thinking about this like right now. Ultron could still be alive.
Yeah, true. I mean, you got to think he's just AI. That's all he is, AI.
Who would you side with if you were an Avenger? Tony and Bruce or Captain America's side? Because when they were creating Vision, at least that's what I'm talking about.
I think
I can see
Because
an argument.
we cannot go
I
with the future. We cannot. We gotta act like we know nothing about how the outcome will come.
Yeah, honestly, I can see a good argument for both sides.
Yeah,
Because in Tony's mind, this is Jarvis, not a evil alien AI. So if we
yeah,
put Jarvis in this body with the Mind Stone, he could actually beat them. But then again, for Cap's side, last time you made a AI, it went rogue after one sweep of the interwebs.
yeah. So it I would be stuck in a pickle because first of all, if I was serving the Avengers at least for a while at least and got to know them, that means
They were
I would have
slowly
gotten
serving
to
the
know Jarvis himself and well
Yeah.
we already would know how much he developed, how he learned everything. So
Honestly,
that would
if you
mean
did,
that he is trusting himself. But
if
on the other hand, we also got to think about Captain America. He is a very smart individual, and
at
he
certain
is a
points, yeah,
soldier boy.
at
Go
certain
on.
points, yes, that he's smart. But then again, Cap is from like almost 100 years ago.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, there's a good point on both sides,
Yeah.
but at the
Uh,
end, we gotta find a decision.
I'm gonna be honest. If I was in the Avengers and didn't even know that Jarvis was an AI, I would have thought that Jarvis was a real person on comms.
Yeah. I'm just imagining being some kind of soldier or just someone who works with the Avengers. Not like a full-on hero, just some kind of security guy or whatever. Just talking to Jarvis for a while, getting to know like not just talking with him until like a few
You know
weeks
he's an.
after you find out he's a fucking AI.
I'm like, huh?
Yeah, just the shocked face. Hmm? The hell you? Why are you telling me this now? We had I talked to you. I trusted you over so many things. You
Bro,
mean
I
to tell
told
me
you.
you're just
told
a
you.
AI?
I told you way too much stuff I should have.
Oh yeah. Before I forget to say this,
Mhm.
so the new or the new Fortnite season, it seems pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Not
it's good so far.
Yeah, but my problem is how rare it is to find some of the sprites. I mean, I get
Uh,
it. They're supposed to be rare, but then again, you do not want to make it impossible for people to find them.
well, then again, we might just have bad luck.
I mean, that would check out. Seem to always have bad luck. You can, and you know that from seeing my my
Yeah,
past records.
yeah. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh yeah, you saw that video I sent you, right? About a guy being mad because the Halo sky was purple.
Oh yeah, that was the dumbest shit ever. I gotta be
Bro,
honest.
you wanna know what's funnier? He said it was mad. He was mad about it being transgender and it being purple. Bro, the transgender flag is blue, white, and pink. He's got an entirely different color in mind.
Yeah,
Uh,
he needs to get his colors checked.
uh, fuck it. We're already basically here, so let's just start talking about the movie. So,
Sure.
this, uh, this month, I watched because for some reason Disney Plus hates Glitch. I watched
Yes, it
Age of
hates me.
Ultron.
Me and Disney Plus, we're going to war. So you won't be seeing me for a while. Sorry.
Me and I watched Age of Ultron. So this movie starts starts off at a Hydra base with honestly the smartest character when it comes to villains, normal villains. The normal guy says, a soldier comes up to the general and says, yo, so the Avengers are here. What? Yeah, the Avengers are here. All right. So, soldiers, do not let them in. Any measure to let them out. Why I call them smart is because the soldier guy comes up to him and is like, bro, you really think our soldiers can beat the Avengers? You must have mad confidence in them. The general said, bro, I'm going to surrender.
Oh yeah, I remember that part.
I just want to make it seem like I was putting up a fight. I'm going to surrender.
Yeah, just basically sacrifice the soldiers, save my own ass.
Then it cuts to the Avengers beating the shit out of Hydra agents.
Yeah, left and right.
Yeah, throwing fucking hands. Then Tony tries to break the fortress and finds out that there's a force field. Field says, shit!
Watch your language.
I was literally about to say that. That's the joke in this entire movie.
Yeah, just how Captain America, he's of course a soldier, and if I'm right, soldiers aren't really allowed to swear during battle.
Well, then again, he was used for advertising, so he probably was used to doing stuff for kids, so probably just slipped out.
Yeah.
Like you said.
But so then, like you said, it's the joke during the movie, and it just goes back and forth. I love it.
First, Iron Man goes, "What? And for gosh sake, watch your language." Then a random lady during Tony's party says, "Cap," he said a bad language word, and then it go at the end of the movie. Nick Fury says, "Ooh, you kissed your mother with that mouth?"
Oh yeah, we got to be honest. Nick Fury is one of the best characters, at least for
in this movie. Yeah, Nick. I think it's just works so well because it's Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, that checks out because he's a very funny individual.
He also is good at acting. I would follow his commands. I'll be with this. I would be with those soldiers in the first movie. I would not mess with him. Anyway, so Thor then says that Loki Scepter has to be here because this is the last Hydra base that they haven't raided yet. And then cuts back to the Hydra base. The general says maybe we should release the twins, which is Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, in case you guys don't know. And
I would be surprised if they didn't know, but you know what?
And the general's like, no, they are not ready for the field. The guy was like, bro, they already gone.
Yeah.
Fuck!
The Quicksilver said, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gonna get some action myself.
You didn't see that coming? Bro, that's just the perfect thing to say.
Especially for someone who has super speed.
And if you're fighting someone skilled and experienced like Hawkeye,
yeah,
that was the perfect thing to say.
Because if you guys remember Hawkeye, he's just
Hawkeye
even though he
has
no powers, if I'm right, he does have excellent aim, very good perspective, and just whatever can happen with eyesight.
Yeah, he has military training from what I know.
Then that explains it.
Then, speaking of Hawkeye, The scene cuts to Hawkeye sniping people just for Quicksilver to beat his ass,
Yeah.
and then drop the line. You didn't see that coming? Then moves off. Then this motherfucker Clint gets back shot by a cannon. Put a fucking hole through his stomach. And then
Yeah.
Hulk knocks it out.
Knock knock.
Takes out
Who's
the
there?
bunker.
Hulk. Hulk who? Hulk.
That-
Fuck you.
Bro, if I was a villain henchman and I heard the Avengers were coming, I'd be like, do they have the Hulk?
That doesn't matter if they have a Hulk. Do they have the whole team there?
Yeah, but I'm more worried about Hulk, because the other guys will spare you. Hulk will kill you, most likely.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Uh,
Or at least attempt to. Because,
then
jeez.
something happens with Jarvis where he tells Tony that, hey, if this certain things happens, there will be multiple civilian casualties. So he sends out the Iron Legion to get everyone out of the city and out of harm's way.
Yeah. Which, for context, the Iron Legion, they're basically just remote Iron Man suits that look exactly alike, but all they are doing is doing security measures and trying to keep, like you said, casualties low.
And they were throwing shit at them.
Yeah. Then one of them throw some kind of acidic bottle or whatever.
Yeah, honestly, my first watch through, I did not notice that. I watched this thing twice.
Yeah, I never saw what exactly they threw. Only saw how acidic it was.
No, I didn't even know they threw something at him. I thought they threw like a tomato. I didn't even see the acidic part.
Oh, well, that was one of the things I've noticed that I was like,
Yeah,
ooh.
because I was very confused during that initial Ultron scene. I was like, how did this motherfucker get damaged? None of them got hit.
Yeah, then you watch it again. Oh.
Then the scene cuts to Cap and Thor running through people. Well, and they conveniently line up for Cap and Thor to do a team attack.
Yeah, ultimate move. Activate.
They should make that a move in Marvel Rivals.
No,
They gotta make that a team up.
Honestly, that looks more like a fatality to me.
Oh yeah, that would be a cool fatality.
Of course, they're probably not going to be in Mortal Kombat, but they need to make a game like Mortal Kombat, but instead it's just for Marvel characters.
I mean, they have multiple of those.
Wait, they do?
There's a Marvel like anime style game where it's just Marvel characters in cartoon styles, and then there's Marvel versus Capcom, and probably more. Anyway, is Thor and Cap figure out a plan. Natasha goes get calm down Hulk.
Oh, shit.
Hello.
Sorry, something just happened. Continue.
Thor goes to get Clint and take him out. Not take him out, but take him to the ship. So it then cuts to Iron Man being shot by a bunch of soldiers.
Yeah, that was one thing that was one of them that I wasn't too big for, because honestly, I really liked seeing the others actually use their powers and stuff, but I was mixed for it.
Then Iron Man's like, guys, come on, let's just talk. Shoots a bunch of fucking bullets at them.
Yeah.
Then
I mean,
then proceeds to say,
come on.
good talk.
it's just a gun, and yet you guys like she's a normal person just with like a lot of athletic abilities
No,
plus
no, no. Iron Man shot a bunch of bullets at them.
oh, okay.
I'm not
I
talking about
thought
Black
I
Widow.
thought we were talking about Widow. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, then the next scene is Cap meeting against the general dude, and then Scarlet Witch does something to his mind. I don't remember because I missed that scene,
If
but I
I'm
don't remember
right,
what happened.
I think she gave him a not really a vision, just a
Yeah, he did.
manipulated
Yeah,
and like
because she actually makes him hallucinate later in the
yeah, that's what it
movie.
is. She made a hallucination for him.
But I think the first time he just showed like images of his past, and then like I don't remember. I'm gonna have to rewatch if I really wanted to do it, but probably won't.
Yeah,
But
it
he does
doesn't
something,
really matter.
and then
We all
and
know.
then Cap proves my point that I said earlier in the podcast. Chucks his fucking shield at the guy's head into a wall. I'm surprised he survived that.
Honestly, it doesn't even matter if you survive it or not. It feels like
You
you're
have
still going to
brain.
get the same brain damage from earlier on.
Yeah, he has some sort of brain damage.
Yeah,
Then
I'm just going to say, Captain America, calm down with your shield. What else do you do with that shield? It seems like your best friend in life.
well, technically he doesn't know Bucky's alive, so technically that shield is his best friend.
Yeah, it's still kind of funny.
I mean, hey, that shield has never let him down.
True.
Well, I mean, it will eventually in the end game, but gonna talk
Okay,
about
well, yeah.
we're gonna talk about that when we get there. And
So be patient,
this
everyone.
it's only gonna be like 2 months. Uh, so it then cuts to Iron Man, and Iron Man is looking around trying to find it. Sends his suit into Sentry mode, which I feel like is stupid because I don't know if he did a scan to see if there's any more soldiers, but if he did do a scan, Tony, you are leaving yourself exposed to those soldiers. You
Yeah.
could die.
Yeah, that's one thing I felt like it wasn't really needed. I mean, you could still be in the same suit and it wouldn't change anything.
Honestly, the only logical explanation is for CGI budget cuts because of, let's be honest, the amount of CGI in this movie is way more than the first Avengers movie.
Yeah, I can only imagine how much they're paying just to make it work.
And then Tony says one of my favorite lines of the movie. Please be a secret door. Please be a secret door. Please be a secret door. Yay!
Yeah. that is one of the best lines Tony Stark has.
Another improv line from RDJ.
Yeah, true.
Then it goes down where Tony's at the basement of the thing. Sees that they captured one of the Chitauri ships, those big ass things.
Yeah, those kind of like a flying crocodile thing, just with a worm body or something.
Also, I just want to say something. I feel like Tony should have known that that was fake. That illusion that Scarlet Witch showed him was fake, because you see that people have laid out the Hulk. Now, Hulk does get defeated. He did, but he doesn't get killed. In that vision, it showed the Hulk being killed. If
Yeah.
I was Tony and Hulk has only been defeated by being calmed down, not being beaten, like he got with Thanos, I don't know anything about that. I would be thinking that that was an illusion because Do you think that you could actually stop the Hulk? No.
Yeah,
So-
let's be honest. I feel like whatever people throw at Hulk is just going to be absorbed, and he's going to say, "Oh, cute. Let me show you what fucking hell looks like."
Uh, anyways, in short, to sum it all down, because this scene doesn't really matter, Iron Man grabs the scepter, and Scarlet Witch is what I'm saying. Scarlet Witch is the reason why Ultron was created.
Honestly, yeah, I can see why you would say that because
I feel like if Tony and Bruce would have eventually gotten a good Ultron AI, they would have eventually made a good one.
yeah.
But Ultron in this movie was made by an Infinity Stone, an AI in the Infinity Stone.
Now, this just now I know this movie and everything on the series is completely fiction, but I'm just going to say this. This is why we don't give AI guns.
Bruh.
I'm just going to be the one to break it for you
Okay.
guys, okay? No guns to AI. This isn't racism. This is just this is purely just safety protocol.
Okay, so next scene, Cap and some general girl is talking about the twins. I'm gonna be honest. I was with Cap. I had no idea what that bitch was saying when they were describing their powers. She was like, the one of them is the boy. He has hypermetabolism, and hyperactive neutron reaction.
I'm just listening to you trying to explain what she said, and
Yeah, I don't even know what she said. And the girl has psyche molecular manipulation. Cap just looks at her. She just said, "The boy's fast, the girl's weird."
yeah, that is the best way you can ever simplify what you're saying. Just when someone looks at you, you know, okay, I gotta dumb this down for people.
Then the next scene comes on, and it's Tony and Bruce discussing and thinking about how this Infinity Stone could help us make the Ultron program. And Bruce was like, "Bruh, this is God stuff. This is beyond our understanding. We shouldn't be messing with this shit."
Which, thank God, he has that thought. That shows how he at least has common sense.
Yeah. And Tony was like, no. 3 days. That's all we need. 3 days to make this AI. I see a suit of armor around the world. The only people who would be fucking with Earth is the people on Earth. Which, honestly, not a bad idea. In concept, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, and I agree. The concept, not a bad idea.
But here's the thing, Tony. You don't know what kind of firepower that the aliens have.
And the worst part, here's the biggest thing I have a problem with. Now, of course, they went through it trying to their best to create the Ultron AI the best they can.
But
yet
Ultron took one look at the internet and was like, "Yeah, Earth needs to be destroyed, dog.
But
all humans need to be wiped out."
That's the problem. You only did that, and you only created him, and said, "You know what? We're immediately turning this on and testing it." And the first thing you did was you put it in front of the internet. That is showing.
In their defense, they didn't even know Ultron was working.
True.
Ultron started up when they were outside having a party.
True. But still, they could have at least said, you know what, let's work on it a little more later on. There are always safety hazards with everything. Every game, every site, everything.
So the next scene pops up, and it's Ultron killing Jarvis. Ultron kills Jarvis after looking through the internet, and immediately comes to the conclusion that Earth needs to be fixed.
Which his terms of being fixed is just destroying all humans.
Which honestly, not a bad strategy.
Yeah.
I mean, we see. I mean,
go on.
But also, thank God that he didn't get Vision, because we saw in What If. I don't know if you've watched What If, but
I haven't.
Okay, so basically, in What If, one universe, Ultron got a Vision. He wiped out everyone. The only humans alive were Hawkeye and Black Widow.
The people that had no superpowers happened to stay alive.
And here's the other thing. He figured out that there were other universes.
Oh God.
And killed Thanos.
Yep, I'm done. Not messing with him.
Yeah, Thanos didn't even get a chance to fight. He just killed him.
Jeez, and Thanos is he is stronger than Vision, or he was stronger than Jarvis Vision.
Yeah. Well, then
and
again,
all
Vision
of the
was
Avengers.
Let's be fair. Vision was fucked up in Infinity War. Something happened to him. I don't remember what, but something happened to him that fucked up Vision, and he couldn't fight properly.
Yeah, I don't remember what caused him to be so weak.
I think one of Thanos' children stabbed him.
Oh yeah, maybe it was. I don't know.
So anyways, let's get back on topic.
Yeah.
So after Vision, Jarvis gets killed. These motherfuckers, the Avengers, start partying. And I'm gonna skip past this party scene because it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's all boring.
The only part I want to talk about is how they teased that Cap would become worthy of Mjolnir. Like it's kind of hard to see, but you can see that Mjolnir kind of moved. It moved a little bit, and you could see Thor was shocked.
Yeah. Now so for context, Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Yeah, Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
It can only
basically.
Go on.
Odin basically made an enchant because Thor was getting too irresponsible. He made an enchantment that only those who are worthy could wield him.
Yeah.
And basically in the Thor movie, that's just the entire concept. Thor figuring out what it means to be worthy.
Which, in my opinion, it makes sense how Captain America would be worthy, at least a little bit at the time, a little bit worthy of wielding Mjolnir.
I don't know if I saw this online or my dad had said this, but someone said that Mjolnir just knew that they were fucked and just had Cap do it. No, I think that it's worthy. I don't think Mjolnir knew that they were fucked, because that hasn't stopped Mjolnir before.
Yeah, like I said, I think just Captain America is worthy because let's think about it. He is not just a soldier. He's
a good soldier.
Yeah, he's a good soldier because if you watch at least the first Captain America, when he was at training camp or whatever, he was a regular ass boy.
He was the
Yet
first to fall on the grenade.
yeah,
There
everyone
were
else just ran away while he fucking tried to be the hero and take it to sacrifice himself for everyone.
Yeah, that was
That
real
is
grenade.
good enough for me to say worthy as hell.
Yeah, but if that was a real grenade, skinny Captain America would be fucked.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't be here with us right now. Sorry.
He wouldn't be saving anyone. He would have still killed some few people. Because that he was weak. And after that scene, they hear someone singing the Pinocchio song. I've got strings on me and now I'm free or some shit.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Then Ultron comes out. So he's walking and talking like he's drunk. Let's be honest. I don't know if you remember the scene, but he was talking like he was drunk.
Yep.
I had to kill the other guy.
Yeah, just even though he sounded drunk, he looked, in my finest opinion, he looked cool as hell.
He looked cool with the destroyed parts of an Iron Man droid.
Yeah, just he looked awesome in my opinion because I'm gonna be honest about myself. I find like like the in horror movies like the killers, the aliens, all that shit. I find their designs awesome and cool. I just find the designs awesome, especially for creatures.
I don't remember what speech Ultron gave to the Avengers, but after that, he sends the Iron Legion out, and
Yeah.
Tony didn't. Here's the funny thing: Tony took out one of them with a knife. He didn't even bother putting on his suit.
I mean, it makes sense since he's the one who created them. He would know how to take them down.
True, but also there was a bunch of exposed wires, so
True.
probably obvious. So a little fight happened. Ben's not Cap, the Hawkeye chucks Cap's shield at them, and Cap starts going ham, took out 3 of them. Iron Man took out 1, and I think Thor took out the main guy. So now they know that there's trouble. And then the scene cuts to the twins meeting up with Ultron at the church. And them finding out that he is not a man and he knows exactly who they are. He knows their full government. And
Continue on.
did the podcast stop recording, or were you
No,
just
it's
not
still
talking?
going.
Okay, I just didn't hear anything on my end, so
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just being quiet, letting you continue talking.
Anyways, I forgot where I was. All right. So, Ultron convinces the twins to partner up with him, and it then cuts to the Avengers figuring out some shit and finding out exactly where he goes, and then it cuts again to the twins interrogating that one guy, and for some reason he also knows who the twins are. So like, are they famous or something, or amongst criminals or something? Because almost everyone knows who they are, but the heroes. They didn't know anything about them. So I'm assuming people who are connected to Hydra know. But to be fair, Ultron did have control over the files, so yeah. And Then Ultron kicks this motherfucker and was like, "Yo, let's do business." What was the last thing I said?
Vibranium.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Continue.
Okay. Are you recording again?
I am.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Yet again, the recording stopped. So,
Small
yeah.
problems, but doesn't matter.
So anyway, I don't know his name. I can't remember this guy's name because I'm not a professional podcaster. But whatever this guy's name is, he comes and brings the vibranium, and then Ultron steals some money from some random guy. I don't even know who he stole from. He
Same
just
here.
stole
I
from
don't
a
remember.
random. At first, I thought he would steal from Tony, but I'm not quite sure he would, because I feel like Tony probably blocked something off of Ultron.
Yeah, he would have
Or
at
at-
least some safety measures, at
Or at
least
least-
to his account.
Okay, if it was if Ultron did try to hack it, I would assume that Jarvis might have stopped him because Jarvis was stopping Ultron from getting nuclear codes. So,
True.
anyways, the Ultron says a quote that something about being rich and stuff. I don't remember the quote because all I remember is this next scene. The guy says, "That's Tony Stark's quote." Tony Stark used to say that. You're one of his. Bruh, are you comparing me
He
to
gets
those
he gets
mindless
mad for
bitches?
what?
I ain't no. I was just talking as Ultra. You compare me to those mindless clankers?
Yeah, he gets really mad for just
Chops this bitch's arm off.
which actually, if I'm right, he kind of makes me think of that villain or
I know you didn't see this, but it reminds me of what Nappa did to Tien in Dragon Ball. I know you never
okay, yeah,
saw
I
this.
never saw Dragon Ball, but the
You should watch
character
it.
that gets his arm chopped off, I don't remember what he looks like, but he makes me think of the one guy in Black Panther who has a vibranium arm
Yeah,
weapon.
that's the same guy. That's the same guy.
Exactly. So
Here's the thing. Ultron doesn't have any sharp parts of his body.
yeah.
He also cut it off, and there was no blood. He cauterized the wound, which means that he either heated his metal up to cut it off, or he is just that fucking strong.
Yeah, so I'm just going to say this. When you see Ultron, walk the other way.
Yeah, he can chop your fucking arm off. Then he just starts roasting Stark, insulting him. That's when Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America, the big three of the Avengers, not including Hulk. That's the big. When you think of the Avengers, I think of those three: Cap, Iron Man, and Thor. The big three pull up. Iron Man was like, "Come on, Junior, you're breaking your daddy's heart. I don't want to call you daddy." So, what do you want the vibranium? Ultron's like, "Ah, yes, because I wanted to take this time to explain my evil plan," which is actually what he should have done. Villains need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I understand they're trying to give the people watching the movie just have an idea what they're doing. But here's the problem: when you yap and yap about your about your plan, it only makes things worse.
You are giving them the blueprints to stop you.
Now,
And now here's the thing. to be fair, Ultron is smart. He knows that there's a chance that this plan doesn't work. Most likely, he knows that. That's why he didn't say anything. And I forgot what. But another funny scene of Iron Man's was after Ultron says, "Clearly, you've never made an omelet," and Iron Man says, "He beat me to the joke by 1 second." So then Iron Man and Ultron start scrapping and start shooting each other with laser beams, leaving Thor, Cap, Black Widow, and Hawkeye to deal with the fucking twins and all the other soldiers.
I'm gonna say this: Quicksilver. He's a little annoying.
Only a little bit.
Yeah. Now Scarlet, however, she's very annoying.
Yeah, in that movie, she was being stupid. And here's another funny scene in the movie. So the guy's right-hand man, some big black dude, that the guy's arms got chopped off.
Wow, I'm very thankful for you saying he was his skin color. Yeah, thank you. We really needed to know that information.
Yeah, I'm podcasting. Like, what else would I say? Anyways, the guy's assistant that his arm got shot off. The guy's assistant was like, "Shoot them." The funny part in this scene was the black guy said, "Which one?" If he didn't say specifically who to shoot, I'm not going to assume that he wants me to shoot a specific person. I'm shooting everyone, even my own teammate. I'm joking.
Hey, what about me?
I said I'm joking.
Obviously not, because I'm shooting you first.
Anyway, so Thor gets snuck up by Scarlet Witch, and I think he hits her with his hammer. And he was like, yeah, the girl tried to mind control me, but unfortunately for her, I am mighty. Walks around the corner, is an illusion. He's just like, fuck! Then she gets Cap, Black Widow, that's her name. Tries to get Hawkeye, but fails because Hawkeye was expecting that. Then Quicksilver hits Hawkeye and drops the same line a second time. You didn't see that coming? And then it cuts to all of them having their fever dreams. And then it cuts again to Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Quicksilver was being the responsible sibling. He was like, bro, we need to go. She said, no, I want the big one.
That's what every woman says when they're deciding whether they want to date a white dude or a African American dude.
If, in case you guys are wondering, yes, she did actually say that, and she was referring to Hulk. So it then cuts to Iron Man and Ultron. Ultron was like, bro, you might have me in the corner, but you're gonna have to stop that motherfucker Hulk. So Iron Man kills Ultron, and then was like, activate.
Just killed his body. Sadly, not him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what name Tony said, but it was something. Send down the Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
So Hulk is raging on the streets, destroying shit, and starts getting encased in a fucking box. which
And just
which
the whole time, it's just a whole fight between him and Hulk. But
if I was the civilians, I see the Hulk get captured in a thing, I would get scared once that motherfucker starts lowering
now,
into the ground.
here's the real thing that I find funny. First of all, during their fight, Iron Man grabs a elevator shaft and freaking uses it as some kind of whip with a weight at the end.
We're gonna get to that in a second, but they caused so much property destruction. But I'm gonna be honest, I can forgive them for that because that's technically they can't stop this. Hulk was mind controlled.
Yeah.
And Tony was trying to get him in location with any citizens, but still, they still caused a lot of property damage.
But
so it
yeah,
starts by Iron Man I think Iron Man punches Hulk in the face. Hulk does a few more punches, and then I think Iron Man launches Hulk. Then he looks behind the truck, gets sideswiped by Hulk out of left field. Hulk eventually rips this motherfucker's arm off, making Tony call for a new one. And so he has to distract Hulk long enough for his thing to be made. So as that's happening, Hulk's charging at them. Him and in the nick of time, the fucking arm comes back and catches Hulk's punch, locks him up, and then I think go to sleep.
Yeah. Now, that part I do want to talk about just so then I can get some spotlight. But so,
yeah. Once you
like you said,
movies,
he just continuously does some kind of jackhammer fist punch thing. Just repeatedly saying "go to sleep" before when he's done. Hulk just looks down slightly, spits a tooth out, then looks at Iron Man, and Iron Man's face says everything. Like, and next words are, "I'm sorry."
I'm sorry.
That just shows you how scared he was at the time.
Oh yeah, it was after that scene where he called the arm back. Because after that scene, he flies Hulk into the air. And because Hulk is a fucking raging toddler, he crashes into a building full of civilians. Like, bro, they are wrecking shit. And Hulk is just trying to kill Tony out while he's trying to save civilians. Because he was trying to let them up. Once everyone was out of the fucking elevator, I think, like you said, he uses the elevator hit the hell out of the Hulk. Then Iron Man eventually gets him out of the fucking place and takes him to the skies and was like, all right, I need to find a place where he can take a lot of damage so I can knock him out. Finds a giant abandoned construction site full of, well, it wasn't really abandoned, it was a construction site, but a construction site made for a skyscraper. Tony was like, perfect. And starts shooting it. Drops Hulk into the construction site, and for good measure, starts shooting it with missiles. Oh my God.
I'm just going to say this. I'm very sorry for the construction workers.
Bro, this took us a year.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
very
know.
sorry for them. I could only imagine how long it took just to get that far, then
It probably
seeing
took a
everything
lot.
fall. Because then you'll be telling Stark Industries you want some insurance payments.
Bro, they don't understand English. They don't know it was Stark.
Yeah, true.
But then it proves my point earlier. Hulk does actually learn from his mistakes, like Tony does, because he looks around, sees all the civilians scared, and you could see it on his face. He was actually sad about that. He was sad that people look at him with fear. And the only reason he got a little bit angry again is because the police were ready to shoot him. Just for Iron Man to fucking punch him out.
Yeah, just come out of the rubble and side punch him
Pow!
out of nowhere. I could
Uh,
only imagine if, like, how unexpected that would be if you were watching it for the first time, because I don't remember the first time I watched it,
yeah, I
but
don't even
I
remember either.
do remember how funny it is just seeing it happen.
The next scene isn't really that important. It's literally just the Avengers being depressed, Nick Fury hyping them up, them finding out that Ultron went to this scientist chick that was at the party and who healed Hawkeye. She was at the well, it wasn't at the party, but she healed Hawkeye, and Ultron goes to her and was like, "Hey, you are gonna have to make me a new body, all this vibranium, and your skills." She was like, "Bro, I can't do that." He was like, "Of course you can. You just have to be out of your mind." Mind controls her with Loki's scepter. And then the next important scene is Cap arriving just in time to see her laid on the ground and shot. So she
Yeah.
tells him that Ultron is planning on making a new body, so he becomes at least a little bit human. Yeah, also forgot to mention that Scarlet Witch entered Ultron's mind and saw that he has a warped sense of judgment because his version of fixing Earth is destroying it. So he doesn't know the difference between saving and destroying the planet. So they start uh, leaving Ultron, no longer trusting him. And then here's the scene that pissed me off. Cap jumps onto the thing and
The
Ultron shoots
truck.
Cap. Yeah, the truck. Ultron shoots Cap, misses. Then Ultron and Cap start fighting. Now, if you look at that scene, Cap was kind of winning. To be fair, Cap was kind of winning, but Ultron has the advantage because he's a machine. He doesn't get tired. He doesn't get hungry. He is
Yeah, that
the only.
he doesn't have those emotions. He doesn't have those needs. He only thing he needs is oil.
Yeah, he only needs that shit. So Cap gets launched off, loses his shield. Black Widow comes up, gives him his shield back. They start fighting again. Ultron does some fucking telekinesis shit and lifts rocks to launch Cap up. Like I said earlier, Cap doesn't even try to save those people by taking any shots. He is surfing on the cars. And then somehow, I don't remember how, but Cap gets him Ultron on the train, which why the fuck were any of those people running? They were just staring at the fight. Cause If I saw a giant robot and Captain America scrap it, I'm running. I'm at least gonna try to run. Like, why would you stay for that? Are you stupid? Uh,
Yes.
so then Black Widow says, "Hold off." Cap says, "The fuck you think I've been doing?" Then fast forward a few scenes because most of this shit isn't important.
Yeah.
Basically, they got Vision's body. Cap, Quicksilver, and Scarlet Witch save a bunch of people on a train,
And
and
now they've come to terms so that
Black
they're now
Widow
going to work
gets kidnapped.
together.
Yeah, and Black Widow gets kidnapped by Ultron, and then Scarlet Witch was afraid because she was like, "Bro, where is that body going?" Captain America's like, "Stark, why?" Bruh, Ultron doesn't know the difference between fixing the world and destroying it. Where do you think he got that from? Then the scene cuts to Ultron, no, not Ultron, Iron Man and Bruce, where Iron Man was like, "Okay, I know this didn't work last time, but he wants to put Jarvis in the body."
Now,
I
what I'm going to say is
like we said last time. Either way could have. We can see an argument for either way.
yeah, because even though we have known because we've known Jarvis for a long time, at least they have, where Jarvis is reliable, but then again, things can easily become corrupted.
And thank God that they didn't destroy the body long enough for Thor to get in there and unleash Vision, because it shows that Thor fucking had a vision of the Infinity Stones and stuff, and he needs Vision to win. Sorry for the cut again. My mom called. Anyways, last thing I said, Vision wakes up and they start going to the final fight against Ultron.
Now, one thing I have to say that is very funny is whenever they're getting ready, how Vision grabs Mjolnir and gives it to Thor. Now,
Here's what
he
I
has
think
no
happened.
soul. We get it because to
Yeah, I
the
think that's the
lore,
only
you have
reason.
to have a soul for it to start making decisions if you're worthy or not. And since Jarvis does not have a soul, it doesn't know how to react, so it just lets him grab him.
Yeah. It sees Jarvis as it sees the coat hanger from the first Thor movie where he hung up Mjolnir.
Yeah.
I like how I made the reference. I didn't even see that movie. I haven't even seen it. So the final fight happens, and well, technically there's two fights in the final fight. They start boxing against Ultron's goons, and am I forgetting?
Yeah, you're the one who actually watched this earlier.
Oh yeah, that's when the city starts floating in the sky. Put yourself in a civilian's shoes that were not part of the city in the skies. What would your thoughts be?
Well, my thoughts would be between two things. Either, what the fuck is happening, or suicide!
My thoughts would be, Bruh, aliens? Again? Bro, first New York, now this?
Can we get a
Either
break now?
it would either be that or am I fucking high?
You know what? That checks out. That's the proper response.
Yeah, so basically it the Avengers are like, okay, if we don't get these people off the building, the city, they're gonna die of oxygen loss. That or the crash when this city goes into the ground. So, how do we get them off? That is when Nick Fury comes in with the shield back. Cap says, Fury, you son of a bitch. Ooh, you kiss your mother with that mouth? And then a bunch of it. Realistically, it's just a bunch of scenes of them saving people.
Which
And
we all
then-
know how it goes. Just person after person.
Yeah, they all get saved. Then it all meets up for the fight. The Avengers versus Ultron's army. Now they start fighting. So I think Vision goes after Ultron immediately. And then Thor goes at Thor, Hulk, and Iron Man and all the rest are fighting the robots. Hulk is marathoning through them. Hulk is running through them.
I mean, makes sense because if I remember right, he can lift a lot of tons, a lot heavier than them. So he can just charge through them like a bull and they'll just be like paper to him.
Yeah. He was smashing a bunch of them. So it's a bunch of scenes of fighting after that. Then the one thing I thought was cool, Thor, Vision, and Tony hit a fucking team attack and knock out Ultron's extra armor, and he was like, "Look, we can." Gets launched by Hulk, which would be the first of 2 times he gets not launched by Hulk. So then Cap was like, okay, Tony, Thor, you figure out how to get all the stuff off. Vision and everyone else, try to find anyone left on the island. Save as many people as we can, folks. Also, do not let any of it. Oh, you want to? Hold on, I want to say something funny. A funny scene. Right after Hulk launches Ultron, the drones. Hulk looks over at the drones. They start running.
And the drones, they're supposed to just be robots, like not even like full AI. They're just supposed to be robots controlled by Ultron.
To be fair, they just saw their leader get launched.
Then
I'll be afraid too.
But like I said, aren't they supposed to just be mindless robots controlled by Ultron?
Yeah.
So if you see that, you know you're terrifying.
Yeah. Then basically Hawkeye finds a kid. Little alone. He runs after to get the kid. Ultron starts shooting at them from the Quinjet. And then Quicksilver dies.
Yeah, he takes all the bullets to protect them, and
his last words.
Goodbye, Quicksilver.
His last words were, "Didn't see that coming."
Yeah, the quote of the movie, the one that Hawkeye and Quicksilver have been using against each other time after time.
Hawkeye
It's just
only said it once.
yeah, and he said it once before that happened.
He said it twice before that happened.
True.
That line was repeated 3-4 times in that movie.
But still, it's still funny.
So after that, Thor and Iron Man come up with the idea of Iron Man shooting the core and Thor hitting it with lightning. That destroys the island. Movie's over, basically. Nothing really more to. The only other thing to talk about is Hulk launching himself into space to keep everyone else safe.
Yeah.
And that's basically it. So
yeah, that's all.
Next month we'll be watching Infinity War, which
I'll try to, but like I said, I might be going to war with Disney Plus. So Disney Plus, get your helmet on. We're going to war.
Yeah, we might not if Disney Plus doesn't work by the time we finish and we get to Endgame, we're not gonna do Star Wars like I said. We're going to probably do some shows on maybe Netflix, maybe Batman.
Here's
maybe
the one
Batman
problem
movies.
I'm just gonna say. I find Star Wars pretty cool, but just sometimes I get real bored of watching it. I'm gonna be real honest.
Yeah, I was just wanting to do it because I've never watched the original Star
I mean,
Wars.
we could either just rank the not really rank the lightsabers, just lightsaber designs.
Well, we did that in a short.
We mostly just talked about what designs would be awesome to see. We didn't really talk about all of them.
Yeah, but like I said, next month is Infinity War, and yeah.
Yeah.
See you then.
See you then. Bye.